What's up, guys? Anthony here with Empire Music, empiremusic.com. Man, what a great year for Fender Custom Shop basses, strats, tellies, everything in general. We've been getting some really cool stuff from those guys. Super happy with the things that have been showing up, but the basses in particular, kind of my area of expertise here in the shop, have been awesome. This is the 68 jazz bass that's come out this year, so it's really part, I think, of the 2022 collection, but we're getting it this year, so everything's a little bit backed up with the custom shop year-wise, but still awesome basses. This one is in aged surf green with a brown torque guard. Awesome color combination on it. What's kind of unique about these two, and I don't see it that often, it didn't really even strike me as being kind of an oddball, but you see it with the maple board with the black inlays on it. It's pretty unique. You don't see that too often, so a really cool touch. And man, something about the snap of a maple board here off with like the jazz bass pickups is really nice and kind of fun to play here. So we got going on under the hood, we have two vintage style jazz bass pickups in the 60s position. So you don't get quite that throatiness, that mid-range that you get from 70s position, which is pushed back at the bridge a little bit. Your typical 3-knob layout, so you have tone, volume, tone, however you want to say that. I kind of said that backwards there. It's got a 60 U neck on it. And I keep saying this in all the videos that have these 60 U necks. It's probably just, and this is where like a lot of personal kind of inflection or personal opinion kind of goes into it. Yeah, I know it's a U neck, but whenever I'm so used to playing the wider spaced P bass, and even if you were playing like the modern P bass, so the vintage P bass is 1.75, the modern P bass is 1.652. These are 1.5 inches at the nut. So anytime I get to that narrower nut spacing there, or string spacing, all the way up, it really affects. Even on a U neck, which is essentially a little bit deeper of a cut, front to back here, it feels really thin to me still. So it honestly, again, I know it's a U neck and all the specs are gonna say that, and it is a U neck. It feels kind of like almost like a modern C to me though. So when you see the specs on this and you see, oh God, U neck, it's gonna be really hefty. It's not at all. It's actually very comfortable to play. So really nice tones out of this thing. So let's dive into, alder body on it too. I don't think I really missed anything on that. Quarter saw maple neck. This one's in journeyman relic finish too. Really basic stuff. Although I will say, and I noticed this right when I was warming up, and I don't know if you can see this in the lighting here, but the back of this, I kind of see a monitor screen up there. That's why I'm looking up there to see if I can see it. It's got this really cool, I don't even know if I'd call it, I guess it's finish checking on that, but it's got this cool kind of spider webbing that's going on in the finish. I've never seen that before. It's very cool. You can see a little bit of that on the front too, although it's a little bit more just like standard finish checking on that. The back's really cool on this one, unique. That's what's awesome about the Fender Custom Shop stuff, is you get into these like kind of unique personalities between all the instruments. So we could pull like 10 of our Empire 58 basses or 10 of our Empire 67 strats or insert any, collection model guitar. Everyone's gonna have its own little personality to it, looks and sound-wise. It reminds me a lot of like a good Martin guitar where it has like its personality to it. It's something I love that with instruments. And I mean, you guys have seen my videos before where like there'll be particular basses that I just kind of like light up while I'm playing them. It's never a bad experience playing them, and sometimes it's just the day or the mood, but like that's the cool thing about custom shop instruments, just good instruments in general, a lot of which we sell here at Empire Music. Phone numbers at the shop, 412-343-5299. Shameless plug there. But it's cool to have some personality in an instrument there, and that's like when you see that finish checking on the back or any unique looks. It's always individualized to that particular instrument, so kind of a cool thing. And if you're on our website, I'll put a link below when I post this up on YouTube to all of our Fender bass inventory. If you're on there and you look at those pictures, across the board on our website, outside of a few Squire guitars, the pictures that you see, our listings are labeled by the last 5 digits of the serial number. So if you would like look up this particular one, it's 59442, right? you'd go on the website and see that in the listing. The pictures are of that individual bass or guitar, acoustic, electric, whatever it is. So what you're seeing is what you're getting. You're going to be able to notice, hopefully, that individual personality, specifically on relic guitars. You know, American Pro 2s might not have all that variation in it, but it's kind of a cool aside there, what we do here at Empire Music. And don't forget, we also do a factory setup before it ships and free shipping. So it's a long-winded way of getting to the tones of the instrument, as always with me. So we're gonna go wide open, both pickups full tone. Nice, very, very nice, harmonically rich kind of tone we expect out of a jazz bass of this type. Right, so just the difference there in like where we're at on the neck, you know, the A there. And obviously, yeah, we're shifting register, but there's such a dynamic difference. And when you get into a quality instrument, the weight that instrument, particularly speaking as a bass player, the weight that you can imply underneath of a song when you have a quality instrument, and like those register changes mean so much when used appropriately. I always like that, and to really hear that different timbre between the areas of the instrument. So we'll go back. Again, full pickup, both pickups, full tone. Actually, let's do, I'm gonna roll tone off a little bit on that too. So we'll go full tone. Let's just roll a little bit of tone back on that. Wow. Full, go back about almost like 60%. What a great difference on that. Full again. Love that. So, neck pickup now, we'll go. Kind of P-bassy. When I was warming up, I was really digging this one too. Take some tone off of that too. Add a little bit with just that pickup. Great. That's such a killer tone. So much P-bass character with like that little extra straight single coil pop to it. Now bridge pickup on this thing. Oh, let's add the tone, full tone, bridge pickup. We'll roll some tone off on that guy, not too much, because this is already a little bit, you know, when you get into the 70s with that pushed back further, this is the 60s spacing, so we're up about, I think it's a 1/4 inch further up towards the neck. Really changes the, I'm going to say it again, but it really changes the timbre of that note, the way that note kind of pronounces there. Not nearly as throaty, a little, in a way like a little cleaner sounding, a little less in your face. Not good or bad, just kind of is what it is with the 60s versus 70s jazz. So, all right, we'll roll some tone off. Boy, chops ain't there yet today. They're very mellow for a bridge pickup on that, which is like kind of why you like that, like the 60s style. Much less intense than the 70s. So okay, brief overview again, both pickups. We're gonna go full tone, all 3 positions real quick. Just neck pickup. And then just bridge pickup. Great instrument, exactly what you want from a 60s jazz bass, at least exactly what I want and expect, particularly with the maple board on that too. It adds that extra little bit of snap. You really notice it on the neck pickup on this guy because, you know, the bridge pickup on these just don't quite have the oomph that the 70s styling has, nor should it be expected. So, 68 jazz bass from the Fender Custom Shop. This one's in Journeyman Relic, aged Daphne Blue. I'll put a link below when I post this up, like I said earlier, to our current Fender Custom Shop bass inventory. So depending on when you're watching this, you will see what's in stock. And in fact, right before I filmed this video, we had someone that was kind of calling, asking a few questions on this. So might not make it through the night. We'll see. Phone number at the shop, if you see anything that you like or have any questions at all, is 412-343-5299. You can email me directly. It's Anthony@empiremusic.com. We'll see you next time. Thanks as always.